Hi, welcome back. I'm Yang from AutoCount Software Solutions. In this video, I will guide you on how to link your cloud accounting with MyInvois Portal. Okay, so first, make sure you already registered your MyTax. Okay, so right now, I will show you how to add the intermediaries and the ERP to your MyTax. Okay, but currently now I'm using Preport lah. As you know that Preport is the testing mode of the MyInvois Portal, but the step is same. Okay, so here I put my IC first, log in. Okay, then make sure you already assigned your company as the director in your MyTax. Okay, so here then I go to MyInvois Portal or Preport lah. And then from here, make sure the taxpayer profile is the company profile, not your personal. Let's say now it's showing your personal. How to change it? You click the switch taxpayer and then you change to your company name. Switch. And then you need to click this S sign and then view taxpayer profile. So now let's add the intermediary and the ERP. You scroll down to the bottom. Okay, and then you click here at the intermediaries. Okay, so now I already add the intermediaries, but for your newly MyTax, for new register, you need to click here, add intermediary. Okay, so what information that you need to update here, you can refer at our website here, and then you can choose add intermediate productions live. So you can copy the TIN, BRN, and the name, and then paste at here, and then you enter the captcha, and then continue. Okay, so now I'm showing by edit my existing intermediaries. So here is the TIN, BRN, and the name. Okay, right now I'm using AXXX because I'm using the sandbox name. Okay, but for MyTax, make sure you choose the live one, AutoCount Numberhat. Okay, and then when you continue, here you need to add the representative from and representative to. So you put representative from is today's date, and then representation to, normally we can put until 2030 or 2031, December 31st. Okay, and then make sure you enable all the permissions, tick all, and then save. Okay, after add the intermediary, you need to add the ERP. Okay, so to add the ERP, you click here, and then you put the ERP name. So here you also can copy the ERP name. But let's say now I want to put for AutoCount Cloud Accounting. Okay, client secret expiration, you put 3 years and then register. And then for this client ID, client secret 1 and client secret 2, you need to paste to your notepad first. Copy, paste. Okay, then after you copy all the client ID and client secret, now let's move on to the cloud accounting. Okay, now I log into my AutoCount Cloud Accounting. Okay, let's say you haven't created any company yet. You click here, create new company. Okay, so here you can choose any package that you want to try, because for the trial, it's same for all package lah. So because I just want to do for trial invoicing, I choose the light package. Next, here you can put your company name. Okay, for other information you may ignore, and next. And then confirm. Open company. Okay, first time guide, welcome to AutoCount Cloud Accounting. This guide will show you how to access the function in Cloud Accounting. So this is the sales and purchase document and reports. So here is where you want to maintain your customer, supplier, and product. This one we call master data. And then here is the setting for company profile, opening balance, and setting. And then any function you can search on top here. Okay, so now the first setting that I will do is enable the e-invoice. So you go to the setting, and then you see the e-invoice column. So you need to tick this to enable the e-invoice function. So here you need to put your start date lah. So here I put my start date is 1st November 2025. But let's say you start e-invoice is on 1st January, you put 1st January 2026. Okay, so if your company is allowed to do consolidate, you tick this one. Okay, if you want to activate the relaxation period, you need to put the 6 month lah. Let's say from 1st November, after 6 months is 30 April. Let's say until 30 April 2026. Okay, but let's say you don't want to activate this interim period, so you need to put it as the same date as the start date. Okay, And then here we have a function. If you have a document that already backdated more than 3 days, but you want to submit to e-invoice, you need to activate this one so that when you submit, system will use today's date as the submission date. Okay. And then the default classification code, I will put 0 to 2 for others. Okay. Once you maintain this for 0 to 2, if you don't want to update the classification code for your items, also can. Okay, but if your items have a different category in a different classification code, you need to maintain the classification code at your product. Okay, so if you wish to auto send email to your customer, make sure you tick this one and update your company email so that after your e-invoice is already validated, it will auto send to your customer. Now save. Okay, after activate, now you can see it already have the Malaysia e-Invoice. Okay, so next step is I need to update my company profile. So if your company have a logo, you can update the logo here. And then you need to update the company info. Okay, so other field, if you want to update, is optional. Okay, but the one that linking to the MyInvois Portal is this column, tax entity. Okay, so means you need to add the company tax entity first. So you choose business, local business, company name, and then you need to copy the company PIN. Okay, BRN. Okay, and then the MSIC code 47412. 47412. If you don't know the MSIC code, you put 5-digit 0 also can. And then the address. Here you need to put the postcode, city, state and country. Phone number and email. Okay, save. Okay, then after add the tax entity, you can click save. Okay, so if you wish to update other information, you can update here so that it can upload at your header. Okay, if you already add the address, phone number, it will upload in the report header here. Okay, so after add the tax entity, now you need to add one of your customer information to submit as the e-invoice. Okay, so you choose the master data and then you choose customer. You add new. You need to add one of your customer details. So let's say this one, I put my own detail. Okay. And then here, the same thing, you need to update the tax entity. So existing already have your company tax entity. Then you need to click this plus sign to add the customer tax entity. So let's say now I'm adding for individual. I put my IC. So here we have a function to search the TIN by identity number. So it can retrieve the TIN from the MyInvois Portal. So make sure the information is correct lah. Then after add the tax entity, okay, you can click save. Okay. Next, you need to add the product. Okay. So if you haven't add any product yet, okay, you need to add one product first for testing, submit the invoice. So now let's say I put the product like laptop. Unit laptop. Okay, and then you need to update the classification code because laptop is not category under 022. So I need to update it under 003 lah. But let's say you have item like accessories or other item that under 022, you may ignore this step. Okay, because system can capture the default classification code which is 022. Okay, then you click save. Okay. After add your company profile, your customer, TIN, and also product, now you can go to sales, invoice. Okay, and then you create new. You choose the customer, and then you choose the product just now. Okay, classification code 003. Okay, so now I check the document info. Now I want to submit the invoice. Okay, to submit the invoice, you need to click approve. Okay, so now I click approve, and then it will prompt this message. Okay, so this is where you want to link your cloud accounting with the MyInvois Portal. So you need to copy this link, then you paste in a new tab. So here, it will open a validate TIN ownership. Please provide your client ID and client secret to validate TIN ownership to this TIN. Okay, so this is my company TIN lah. Okay, so you scroll down, here have a column for client ID and client secret. Remember that just now we already paste the client ID and client secret at our notepad, right? So you copy the client ID, you paste here. And then you take the client secret one, and then you paste here. Okay, the client secret too you may ignore. Okay, and then you submit. Now it's successful. Okay, so once successful, only you can do the submission again. So after successful means your cloud accounting is already linked to your MyInvoice portal. Okay, so if you view this document, you can see this document not yet submit for e-invoice. Okay, so if you haven't started yet, you may ignore this lah. You may delete this document. Okay, but let's say you want to start the invoice, then this document you want to submit to the MyInvoice portal, and then you can click submit. Okay, then you can see now the status is pending. Refresh, submitted. Refresh, now is valid. Okay, now when you print to e-invoice, only it will print out with the QR code. Okay, so that's all for today's video. See you next time.